Hi, we're back with another episode of Beat the Chef. This week it's Ted Kozlowski, the mayor of Stillwater, and we're going to throw down chicken curry.
How long have you been doing chicken curry?
I've been doing chicken curry for 12 years, I think. That's when I first started making it.
And how did you get into Indian food?
I moved to Puerto Rico, and ironically enough, I ended up working at a classic tandoori restaurant in Old San Juan. It's the only Indian restaurant in the entire Caribbean,
Nice.
and I ended up there. But it was really cool. I got to work with wood-burning tandooris, ovens under Ramesh Pillai. He's an amazing chef from India. Just tons of accreditations, worked all over the world, taught at tons of different schools, and I kind of have a little take off of what he kind of taught me. I kind of Minnesotanized it with put a little heavy cream and a little extra yogurt in it to make it a little more thick and hearty. And what are you going to do?
Apparently I made a great choice in challenging you on curry.
Yeah,
The guy that works at the Indian restaurant in Puerto Rico. So I'm not going to do Puerto Rican curry today. I'm going to do some straight up Minnesotan curry today. And this is something that my grandfather brought back from India, I think when he was traveling there in the 40s or early 50s. And so then he taught my dad taught me, and we've been basically using this to impress girls since the 1950s.
Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing. It's a straight up chicken curry. We do it a little bit different. Again, I do a roux. So I build it up. I get a little bit of a thicker sauce than you're going to see in a lot of traditional, Thai curries or Indian curries. So it's a little bit thicker, a little more Minnesota friendly, but it's still got some heat to it.
Nice. All right, I'm going to start with mine real quick. I start off, I got about a half a cup of oil in here, and I have it smoking hot. And this part goes really, really quick because I'm going to throw my mustard seeds in. I got 1 ounce of black mustard seeds, and as soon as they pop, I need to hit it with my onions. I got 4 whole onions diced up here. Otherwise, I'm going to start burning my mustard seed. And you don't want that. You want it just popped and a little bit smoky and seize it right away with your onions. So I'm going to go there. And it's kind of dangerous. If you're throwing mustard seeds into a pot, you might want to stand back a foot or so when they hit. So we'll hit those in there.
With his bare hands.
Don't do that at home either.
No.
And you can hear them starting to pop, right? They get used. Onions, right away. And then with the onions, just gonna give them a real quick mix with the onions. Get those mustard seeds off the bottom of the bowl. Then you're gonna throw in your curry. It's really important to roast your curry powder. It just brings out a lot of flavor. The onions real nice. And you can smell it.
Got another smell.
Awesome.
The best
It's just
smell.
roasting your spices. This would consider a wet roast because I'm using oil. You can do dry roast in a dry pan too. And then we're going to take 10 pounds of chicken, add it to that. Mix that up too. You want your curry powder to kind of start coating that chicken a little bit. Some people add all the onions, the curry, and the chicken together at one shot. I find you get a much more even roast if you just add it with the onions, then throw your chicken in. Then I got a half a cup of garlic I'm going to throw in there. And these are fresh curry leaves I buy at the bazaar over in Woodbury. Really nice little Indian spice store. I love the place. Glad they opened up about a year ago. Awesome stuff there. You can get pretty much any basics that you'd ever want for anything there. We're going to get that mixed up again. And you got to be careful with how many curry leaves you use though, because they are strong. Like I have 6 leaves in this whole batch, and that's plenty. Now this might be unless you're having a big family gathering, this might be a pretty large batch for you at home. Just cut it in half, cut it in a quarter, it'll work the same. And you got to keep it
party.
Or a Super Bowl party. And if you don't keep it moving, you're going to burn your spices to the bottom. If you could look in here right now, see every time I stir it, I'm seeing a little bit of spice stuck to the bottom of the pan. I want to get that off. And I'm pretty well roasted here. It's looking pretty good. I could turn down the heat and I could keep this rocking until my onions turn to mush, but I like actually to leave a little bit of onion in there. So after that, that goes real quick. I have a cup of ginger. It's just ginger, fresh ginger, water and pureed. Is it 1 cup worth? Got 6 cups of water. 1 cup of fresh coriander or cilantro. Half a cup of lemon juice. 4 cups heavy whip or 1 pint. Then we're gonna get your Greek yogurt in there as well. I love yogurt, and it's good for you.
All right, so I've got about a pound of chicken here. Chicken breast cut up, very similar to what Chef did. I've had this marinating in a little bit of cayenne, some sweet curry powder, along with some saffron. So it's kind of a little saffron curry thing that's been hanging out. I'm just gonna do this really quick in a hot pan with some oil, and then I pull it, and that's when I build up the sauce. And then after I pull the chicken out, I do a little bit of roux, get my garlic going, bring up my sauce with some chicken stock, and maybe a little bit more curry powder, and get it nice and thick. And then I throw the chicken back in, add that up, and we plate it up, and then we do all the condiments, which you'll see. This is in your last episode. They kept accusing you of cheating with the bacon.
Yeah.
So I brought the bacon.
Cool.
Everything's better with bacon. So
It's true.
This is gonna be the winning ingredient today.
I agree.
It's the bacon.
I agree. I might be in over my head this time.
So, all right, so you're throwing the chicken in?
Yep, chicken's in. We're gonna cook that up real quick. And I usually do this, I get it almost done because it does have to go back into the sauce for a little bit, and I definitely don't want to overcook the chicken and make it too dry. Ooh, look at that color. Get my garlic on. Might be a little excessive, but more is more. I'm gonna do a simple roux. Just butter, a little bit of flour, and that way when I bring up the sauce, it's gonna be a little thick. Perfect. Also gonna drop a little more curry powder in it, just to do that roast your spices. We're looking pretty good here, so I'm gonna do a little chicken stock. You'll see it just starts to get really gooey and wonderful. Ooh, and you can smell that. You just keep bringing it up. And you'll see it's going to turn into this awesome yellow color. It's not going to be quite as bright as that. All right, well, let's plate it up. So again, we plate this up a little bit different at home, but we're in the restaurant here. I usually do like a circle of this nice orange rice, and then I drop the curry in the middle. But these things are great. We need some of these. We got our curry up, and then here's where the magic happens, right? The secret ingredient, bacon. They don't do this a lot in India. They're not big fans of bacon over there, from what I understand. I haven't been personally. Yeah.
Sweet.
So we've got the pig bacon, cashews, and a little green onion on there. And then this really pretty saffron rice. I think it looks beautiful.
I'll be serving mine with some chai spice basmati that we did in an earlier episode. Nando, you get your choice of roti, naan, bhatura, or papadans, or plantain chips here for a starch. You can get any which one that you want on there. I'm gonna throw my curry in my balti, like so. And then my
Ooh, chef.
secret weapon. And you guys, you'll be able to order each of these however hot you want them. Like they'll start at mild, then they'll go up to medium hot and atomic. Then I got some raita, which is a yogurt sauce. I always serve with it as well.
That looks great. Can I try
That's
that?
good. Yeah.